RainBaes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to go check out some of my previously posted videos. Today we are out in the garden, and I haven't been out here in a while, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done a video in a while. It's the summertime, traveling, kids, vacation. I've just been so busy, but I decided to come back and show you all what's going on here in the garden. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do that needs to be taken care of. Things kind of got out of control. Like I said, I haven't really been back here. I've just been coming back, pruning, might get rid of some dead leaves here and there, but for the most part, actually putting time and love into the garden. It just not has been getting done. But I have some new things that I will be adding to the garden, which are grow bags. And I have a actual compost bin. I know in the last video I was kind of complaining about how the way that my compost bin looks now, how it's just not aesthetic enough for me, and it's kind of all over the place. Compost takes forever, but I have a new compost bin that I'm super excited to introduce to the garden and to introduce to y'all. But before we go ahead and start this video, take a moment, if you're not already subscribed, to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I want to thank you so much for that. I'm just grateful because it's super early. Well, not super early. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. All my babies are sleeping, so I got time today to be out here and just get some stuff done before we go ahead and start working in the garden, because yes, y'all are coming with me. I'm going to show you all how crazy the garden looks right now and what all I'm going to be trying to be doing to get things a little bit under control and start preparing for the fall. Alright, we're about to cut the grass too. We stopped paying landscapers to do it just so we can keep up with our yard ourselves. But here is the garden. And I ended up pulling out my broccoli that was over here because I'm going to start planting new stuff. The potatoes, I think it's almost time for these to head on out. I'm over not potatoes, the tomatoes. I'm over tomatoes anyways. It's time for them to go. Peppers, corn is doing really well. I'm super excited. Look at that huge squash, that summer squash, that needs to go. I can't wait for the heat and the bugs to kind of disappear because my kale has been suffering, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to pull it. Okra, these are wildflowers over here, and they are definitely holding up to their name because they're growing wild. I think I'm ready to pull out at least one of these cucumber plants. I have 2 of them over here, and I'm just so over them, so over cucumbers. It's massive, and it looks like, if you can see right here on the tops, it looks like they're starting to get kind of sick anyways. So, and then we have a bunch more corn and a bunch of wildflowers. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Something came and ate all the leaves off of here. But these are potatoes in here, and I definitely need to tend to those. I think one of them, this one, has potatoes, and it had a pepper plant in it, but it looks like something ate the pepper plant. Looks like it's that big old caterpillar. Those things have been just going in and just eating stuff, wreaking havoc. I don't know if y'all can even see it, but it's right there. So, which I haven't been given like a big deal about the bugs eating stuff because somebody got to eat it, and I haven't really been back here. But all of these okra plants, kind of over them, kind of over okra, but they're not sick. I gotta start coming back here at least 2 to 3 days out of the week to come back and cut the okra so I can give it away. Vine borers definitely got to one of my summer squash because it was alive and thriving, and now there we have it. But that's okay because I had too many anyways, not enough stuff to do with them. All of these are weeds here. I gotta get rid of all of these weeds. This is more corn here, so I hope that's growing right. I think it looks good, but I hope it's growing right. Then my zinnias are on the floor, literally, so I gotta get some of these zinnias off of here, probably make a few bouquets. This is something that has gone to seed. I love the fact that my sunflower plant is getting so big and growing. I love it. Usually the bugs or the squirrels dig them up, so I don't get to see many sunflowers. But I have this one here, and I have another one here, and there's another one right there, and they're just, you know, kind of popping up everywhere, so I'm super happy for that. I believe there's corn over here somewhere. Oh, I already showed y'all the corn. It's right there. So I have a couple corn plants, a couple sunflowers. Kale's getting demolished by white flies and caterpillars. I gotta go over there, clean it up. I'm probably just going to remove all the leaves and let it get a brand new start. These basil bushes are so pretty. I kind of wish I would have put basil bushes like in the front of my house to kind of like give a herby but bushy kind of look. I think I'll be doing that next summer or spring, just putting all my herbs in the front of my house. But these are the basil bushes. I do have some flowers and other things growing over here. I believe, I don't know, I think this is some type of herb. I can't remember what kind of herb this is. I just sprinkled a bunch of seeds. I'll have to scan it on my app. Pepper plants look okay, but this has been the garden, and I know y'all can see the neglect. Oh, I do have eggplants still growing. I have an eggplant over here and one back the other way. This was that atrocious compost bin, and I'm definitely getting rid of that. And then as y'all can see here, this is my strawberry patch, and yeah, super eyesore, hate it. But I'm coming back here today, hopefully to get all of this under control. And if I can't get it all done today, it'll definitely be a project that I'm working on for the next couple of days. These are the watermelons. I did see some baby watermelons growing in here. I try not to really mess with this too much because watermelons hate being bothered. But watermelon patch, it's doing good. The heat is really making it grow very slow, but it's doing okay. And then back here are 3 trees, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been neglecting them. That one is a black walnut. This one down here is supposed to be a blueberry bush. Hopefully it's still okay. I want to come put some trays underneath the bottom because it's been so hot in my zone, and I'm not coming out here consistently to water them, so I think I'm going to give them some water trays. And then this is the peach tree. Hopefully it's growing or it's doing okay. I do need to fertilize these. I actually need to fertilize this is my heavy feeder section, so I need to be heavily feeding, because also my grape tree, I gotta come back here, my grape bush, I put this in the ground newly. I've had it for 2 years, but I've recently put it in the ground, and it's not producing right now, which is expected because it's still developing its roots. However, it's also over here. I need to come back and remove some of these leaves. Bugs been all over this. I've just been snipping off leaves and dumping the bugs that's on it in water. But yes, it's pretty chaotic back here. It's pretty chaotic. I kind of wanted it that way, but I wanted to also look a little, you know, manageable. This box here is my new compost bin that I'll be opening, hopefully be able to assemble very shortly today. So I have a bunch of stuff I want to throw in the compost. Mint leaves, strawberries. Oh, I'm going to put my strawberries in the grow bags, let their roots develop before the next season. I'm going to just stick them both in the same grow bag. My apple tree, we took off the apples, y'all. In the last video, I showed you all my apple tree, and we took off the apples, and the apples actually were really good. So I was surprised by that. They were just like super tiny. My kids had a ball. They were so happy to be eating apples out the backyard, but there's nothing else growing on here. It might grow some more in the fall, but again, I need to feed and treat my apple tree, get rid of some dead leaves and all of that. My peach tree is still alive. I've got to figure out how to keep the squirrels and all the other pests off of my peach tree, because once I pruned it, the peaches were getting bigger, but then the squirrels literally ate all of them, and I would see them hurry up and run off. So I know it was squirrels. So I think in the springtime I'm going to treat my peach tree with something to make sure that the bugs and the squirrels don't try to come and eat all the peaches off the peach tree for next year. But it's okay. It needs to obviously be cut back again, because once I pruned it, it grew like crazy. My blueberry bush is looking very sad, and I know it's due to neglect. I haven't been back here to water like how I usually water or anything, or feed or anything like that. But as you can see, it's growing some new foliage. I just have to make sure that I'm consistent with coming back here. So I had a raspberry bush, but once we got the lawnmower, husband comes back, cuts the grass. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for cutting the grass. It looks really good. Walk back. Guess who cut down the raspberry bush? So I'm like, hopefully it grows back, because the yard was so overgrown. So I guess it kind of blended in because it was a new raspberry bush that I just put out here. But hopefully it grows back. I'm just going to leave the spot there for now. If I don't see anything in the next couple of weeks, once everything goes on sale at like Walmart and stuff like that, I'm just going to come back here, dig that one up, and get a new raspberry bush. The blackberry bush I should have put somewhere else, because I noticed that it doesn't get as much sun where it's at. It gets sun, but blackberries, they love sun, and I don't think I can dig it up. Neither do I really want to, because I think it's so much well established in the ground. But hopefully with some TLC and nice fertilizer and nice water. The fruit trees have been getting beat up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. All the fruit has been getting beat up by the sun, and where everything is at in my garden is full on. Yeah, you're gonna get it sun all in their face all day long for the most part, besides like the blackberry bush. It's kind of in a somewhat shaded location, but the bugs are starting to come out. And I need to get some stuff done before I start getting bit by bugs. That's another reason why I haven't been out in the garden, because the bugs be going crazy, and I can't play them games. So y'all get to come along with me and watch me, you know, tend to the garden. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe in support of my channel. And leave me any tips, tricks, or hacks that you all are running into, or that you might have learned as you've been gardening. When I say this was super easy to put together, like, I lied to you not. I don't know why I've been putting it off for so long. I was kind of intimidated. I just get intimidated by building stuff, period, because I just don't like to do it. But it literally took like 5 minutes. So let me give you a new compost bin tour. This is a thank you letter. I'm not sponsored by this brand, but if any future sponsors want to go ahead and sponsor this video, go ahead and check out my business email in my bio. But this, I guess, it's like opened at the bottom, which makes sense, and it has the airflow holes all around it. And then this little thing opens up. Oops, probably didn't do that right, but I guess you can pull from the compost right from here as you start building it. Now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put this, and this thing better not have been more than like $30 or $40, because if it costs anything more than that, I'm going to be mad at myself. It's supposed to fit 80 gallons worth of compost in it. Now I have to figure out, do I want to put it where the old compost bins are, which are raggedy, or do I want to move it, like, I don't know, maybe right here on this cement? And no, I feel like I need to put it in grass. The only thing is, I do want to take the soil that's in there and stick it in the new compost bins. But like when you walk over here, right, there's the compost bins, what have you, then there's this, and I don't know why, but this gives, like, this area right here, it gives me like swamp vibes. Like, I just feel like snakes is slithering over here, or I don't know why, I just feel like that. So it kind of creeps me out this side of my yard, because when it rains, especially in the fall time, it pulls all the water down the middle. That's why I said it gives me like swamp vibes, snakes hiding over there. So I might not put it like right here, but to make it easier to get to the dirt, soil, and whatever else is composting in here, I might stick it like right here. I feel like that kind of makes sense. Or over here against the gate. But I have neighbors and I don't want nothing spilling over into their yard. So I'm going to brainstorm as to where I'm going to put it before I start filling it up. But I'm super happy that I finally got it put together. Your girl is sweating. But did I mention that I do not come out to the garden cute anymore? I don't even do it. I don't even try. Like I said, the bugs. And then I got bit by a spider before. Y'all go ahead and check out my short to see what happened and how, you know, traumatic it was for me. So ever since then, I don't be trying to get cute to come out to the garden, y'all, at all. I try to be as covered up as possible. I have on boots, I got on a long skirt, I got on my jacket. I'm not playing no games. I thought I just saw a hornworm, but I guess I didn't. So let me go ahead and move on to the next thing, which would probably be, I think the best choice right now would be to figure out exactly where I'm putting the compost bin, because some of this stuff that I'm getting rid of, it's not diseased and sick. I'm just tired of looking at it. Like the kale flower, or like the kale leaves, they're not diseased. However, they do have a lot of caterpillar droppings all over them. So, and I know that that would be good for my compost bin. Some of those okras will be good, and for my compost, I'm definitely going to layer with my browns and my greens. I think I'm gonna use some of that cardboard box that the compost bin actually came inside of. I'm gonna be putting that at the bottom layer, and I have like a bag full of leaves and sticks and twigs and all of that stuff that I'm also going to put in there. But I'm so ready to get my garden back together. Oh my gosh, like, it's so easy for things to just grow wild and just lose control of everything. I'm so ready to get everything back together. I want everything aesthetic. I know today for sure I'm definitely going to be putting my strawberries in my grow bags. I also have some lettuce that I'll be putting in my grow bags that's in the ground. I'm going to dig the stuff up, stick it in my grow bags, because I'm tired of seeing stuff crawling all over. I don't think I want a strawberry patch in the ground anymore, because I literally, in the first half of the season, I got to eat strawberries daily, and then ever since then I've been seeing rabbits run out. Like, I think they're desensitized to the underground vibration thing that I have set up. I think it's desensitized them. So now they just be bolting out. My dog is chasing rabbits. I don't want stuff. I don't want my fruits, like my strawberries, growing in the ground, because there's so many pests who love strawberries. And I like strawberries too, and so do my kids. So, but come on, y'all, watch me work. I think these gloves are so cute. I love when like people put a little, you know, like just something additional in their packages. And look at these gloves. I just love this. Like, I love that. That's so cool, because you know, sometimes you want to dig up dirt. That's so cool. And do they come off? They don't come off, but they're still cool. Let's get some of this box for the bottom of the compost bin. I don't know why I thought I could use the scissors like at the gloves. Girl, get rid of that gloves. only does it take forever for my compost, I just realized yesterday was recycling day. So I literally threw out a boatload of cardboard boxes. So I'm gonna go and grab my bag of leaves and like dirt, stick it in there before I start adding some greens. Ooh, it's getting hot, okay? It's getting hot, gotta move fast. Babies is probably about to wake up hungry, asking for snacks. Let me hurry up, stop running my mouth. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and throw all of this plastic in there. No, let me stop messing with y'all, because I know how y'all be. Y'all be trolling in the comments and all of that stuff. Just kidding, no plastic in a compost bin, y'all. We know that. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to dig up some of what's in my broke down, busted, ugly, and disgusted compost bins. I'm gonna attempt to put some of that dirt in there, and then I'm gonna start filling it up with some of these okras and all this random leaves and stuff like that in there, because I think that it'll just be more aesthetic once I get this part together. So let's turn on some music and let's get into it. All right, let me show y'all. So this is basically soil right here, okay? I feel like this stuff, this hard stuff, kind of needs to break down some more. Looks kind of like twiggy tree, but I'm about to use this for the garden. I'll be using some of that dirt. I want to get rid of these bins. So this stuff is like at least a year or two old, probably older, but this is what the compost bin is looking like right now. Y'all don't know how satisfying it is to finally be doing this, like for real. So I'm happy there wasn't nothing strange in here. I seen one roach, that's it, just one. So I'm happy there wasn't nothing wild and crazy. I am going to get like this stuff up and stick it in the compost, but once I get rid of this, I'll be able to weed whack and or cut this area and keep it trimmed. This stuff is going to need to go to the dump ASAP. Got to put it on the pickup truck, throw it away. But yeah, so I'm happy at how this stuff has broken down. It was just mostly the stuff on top, so that's really good. Let's move on to something else. I knew I had some somewhere. Look at this baby watermelon, and there's more, y'all. I just cannot find them. Like when I came back here the other day, it was not this overgrown, and the watermelons are trying to choke out the strawberries, so maybe I should have gave them a little more space. I tried to put these wildflowers here to divide them, but I don't eat watermelon, but I'm growing it. Look at that. Look at that little baby watermelon. Let me stop touching it because they real picky. They don't like being messed with. I am trying to train this to grow the other way. Whew, bugs is in my face. Because my strawberry patch, yeah, watermelon, you cannot take out my strawberry patch. You know, you be having to talk to your plants, let them know what's going on. But the watermelon patch looks good. I need to pull these weeds. So many weeds over here. And I do have mulch. So if I pull these and mulch, I need to get a weed whacker, like for real. I really do. Moving on, let me go ahead, get a trash bag, throw away all of this disease stuff, all the squash borer, infected plants, all of that. Then I'm gonna cut my kale. Let's see how ugly this squash plant is. It's pretty easy to get up. Look at that. I think I'm gonna take the seeds out of this. This would have been a squash. But yeah. Oh, I see the culprits. But guess what? They get to go in the trash too. Y'all killed my plant. Y'all get to go to the graveyard with it. I forget what they're called, or I don't know what they're called, but they kind of look like stink bugs, but so much bigger. This is going in a compost. Should have waited to throw that in the compost. Forgot I was supposed to get in seeds, but I'll dig it up. Check this baby out. I need to take this off. Probably will be super nasty because look at how big it is. That thing is huge. It is getting super, super hot. The bugs are waking up. But before I take a little break from the garden, I want to get rid of all of the foliage that are infected on the kale by the caterpillars. Look at that. Like, I see them on there. Ew! I just smushed it. That was disgusting. Look at this. Do y'all see all of that poop on there? It's disgusting. Everything is gone. This is my first time doing that this season. I know y'all see the white flies flying around because I see them and they're going crazy. I'm going to come out here when the sun goes back down some because right now it's about to go up and I don't want to kill the kale because kale's pretty resilient in my opinion. Look at these white flies just flying off. I'm going to come back here and spray with cast-out soap and hopefully that's okay. Starting to think those are worms and not caterpillars because the amount of them is ridiculously insane. But kind of nervous to throw this stuff in the compost bin. I think I'm just going to go ahead, throw it in the garbage. Probably put that little pile right there in the compost because there's no worms, caterpillars, whatever they are on there. But it's getting hot. Sun's coming up. I'm hot, so I'll be back out in a little bit, but I'm happy with the progress. I'll probably go ahead and do my strawberries that's in containers that look so sad. These two, go ahead and put them in the grow bags that have the soil and everything now, but I'll have to come back out in a little bit to continue working in the garden. But I did get what I wanted to somewhat accomplish. Compost bin, and got rid of the kale, got rid of the vine borer infested squash plant. That one looks like it's starting to get kind of ugly too, or maybe it's just because it's hot, needs some water. I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably starting to get attacked. But this is it right now. Definitely going to make a bouquet before the day is over. Hey RainBaes, so it is actually day number 2 of me coming outside and revamping, cleaning up, fixing the garden. Once again, it's early, so it's probably about 7 something, and I know my face shows it, but this is the only time where I have enough energy and free time to come outside and do something to the garden. It looks like the bugs are woke. It's a little later than it was the other day when I came outside, but I have not watered the garden in I don't know how long it's been actually, probably about 4 or 5 days, maybe even a week. And the good thing about everything being underground is the fact that basically the roots are traveling down to find water. And it did rain like maybe about a week ago too, but I can definitely tell that I need to water the garden. But the sun's about to come up, so I am going to be bottom watering before the sun comes all the way up. And I'm just looking around, y'all, because there's so much stuff that needs to be picked from the garden as well. I don't know if I'll be able to harvest and water everything today, just because it's getting, I can't be out here with the bugs. I just can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it, so I want to do what I can. You all can come with me and continue to watch me go and take care of the garden. I need to flower up my zinnias, so I'm going to try to make sure I do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's try to get this garden together. Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. Ever since we expanded, it's like more space, more stuff. And your girl is tired, okay? Your girl's tired. It's summertime. I'm just trying to chill, but I gotta handle this, so come on. So before I harvest anything, I'm going to go ahead and water first. In this spray bottle, I usually put cast-off soap and water in it to spray down the plants that are getting infected with like white flies or those nasty cabbage worms. But like I said, the sun is about to come up and I definitely don't want to scorch any of my plants. So I think that part might have to wait. Might have to wait to spray down with a homemade insecticide, but I'm definitely going to water first. Trying to water the stuff that looks the saddest, because I know with this 1 gallon container of water, I'm just not going to be able to get to everything, to water everything before the sun comes out and the bugs wake all the way up. My hope is that one day someone will run across my channel and they will want to send me a 150-foot hose that'll reach my back deck all the way to my garden, enough for me to spray my plants down. That way I don't have to walk back and forth 20 times to water my garden. So if you're out there, I'm faithful, I'm hopeful, and I'm just waiting for you. So even though today was a very productive morning in the garden, I still have a lot more stuff that I need to do, not only for my in-ground garden that you all seen, but I also have a lot of stuff that I need to do for my fruit bushes, fruit trees, my herbal garden, and my flower bed, and my patio garden. So I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, but I am super happy that I was able to at least do that. If you all were able to make it to the end of this video, don't forget to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. That way you don't miss part 2 of this video. And I can't wait to share with you all the things that I'll be growing in the fall time, my fall garden care routine. I just can't wait to bring you all along with me on the journey, and definitely stay tuned. I have some news that I'll be sharing with you all regarding the garden as well in these next upcoming weeks. I want to thank you all for watching my video, and I hope to see you all on the next one.